Coming to the stage now, we have from Students for Liberty, Linda Kavuka.
Linda Kavuka, we call her Mama Africa because she is like a mother to us. You know who a mother is. She takes care of us, and then she makes sure that we progress in whatever we are doing. And where we are today is because of her effort.
You're inspiring a lot of people. We appreciate the work that you're doing. We're copying some of the things. Thank you for paving the way.
She's an amazing woman. She has groomed most of us, and we believe in her leadership. We believe in her passion for liberty, what she does for Africa. That's why we actually call her Mama Africa.
And the winner is Students for Liberty. Linda.
My journey was quite interesting of becoming an advocate for the ideas of liberty. As a young person, I remember a time where many people were looking for ways to leave the continent, go and make a name for yourself, look for a good country, do your masters and move on. And I often ask myself, so who changes Africa if we all leave? So I decided to take a tougher route and decide to be one of those who remain behind and make an impact back home. Have a real impact in my community, change people's hearts, maybe motivate them into changing our society, maybe motivating them into making Africa better, changing the problems. And somehow Students for Liberty seemed like the best fit, where I was able to meet with young people from across Africa. I would like to share the story of one person I recruited and who is an amazing success story for us and the Liberty community here in Africa. So Aimable Manirakiza joined the ideas of liberty in quite an interesting way. In 2015, there was a political unrest in his country in Burundi, where people were fighting. He decided to leave the country, and he had heard about a conference coming up in Nairobi, Kenya. What was said in this conference touched Aimable so much that he had to join us and join this movement and be involved. And he was really hell-bent on meeting the people behind this organization and how he would join and be involved. So I remember he was so happy to meet, and I bought everyone lunch. And we began the conversation of telling him what Students for Liberty is, what we do, and our interest in setting up with him. And for him, sharing his own challenges and how he had escaped from his country and is now in Kenya, and how much he wanted to learn. I had no idea that 7 years later, he would have created a think tank that set up in 3 countries. He would have created employment for young people in Burundi. He would have done programs that changes the lives of people in Burundi. It gives me a sense of legacy when I think about Aimable and I look back to when we met, and a sense of pride, because at that time I was really focused on making an impact in my society. I was motivated to reach out to even one person and change them, or motivate them to change another person, and the cycle continues. To Students for Liberty, which has been my home for all these years, I remain forever grateful. And with this platform, we're not only changing hearts and minds, but we're changing lives in Africa. I am, because you are, and because we are Africa's cheetah generation.
Why do you think people call you Mama Africa?
Well, I guess it's because of how proud I am of my continent and how passionate I am about bringing about change in my continent, believing that there can be good in us, believing that we can actually have a free Africa, an Africa where we're able to reduce the levels of poverty, the levels of suffering that our people go through. And also maybe in the way that I mentor and speak to people that I interact with, our students, and listen to them, learn from them, mentor them, help them, lead them to opportunities. So in my work, in the movement of liberty, I'm not really Kenyan. I belong to the continent. I belong to all of them in the same way. Hence the term Mama Africa.